Hello and good evening. It's early evening. It's 4 o'clock. I normally don't come on to 7, but I have a family commitment. So I'm on, uh, 3 hours early. Also, Vincent has a show from 8 to 11. He has a live stream. So I don't want to interfere with that. And someone else has a live stream from 5 to 6. So that window slot. So I'm doing the 4 to 5 o'clock. That's the west coast of California. Now, this live stream is on every night, normally at 7 p.m. I've been doing this now for 23 months, almost 2 years. Next month, October, will be 2 years. Thank you, Bartley. You're awful sweet. May you have a beautiful evening. Bartley is from Montana. She's one of my room regulars. She's a wonderful mom. She had a good time with her son this past weekend, but she hurt herself. I'm hoping she's feeling better. She has a rough case because her former partner has turned against her and is making her life miserable. Also, she can't afford a real attorney and has to use a public defender, which is useless. Yeah, you heard me right. Public defenders are useless at times. Well, Bartley, thank you so much. You're a good woman. You're a good woman. Now, for all of you that are new and all your regulars, you probably know this, but if you want to text a message, please do so. All you have to do is state your first name, your city or county, and your state. Now, if you're from outside the United States, your country. I do have, 22 countries with the United States, 23 countries that have either text a message or called in. So I'm open to everyone. Now, this message you can type, make it a comment or a question about CPS. I also talk about adult protection services. Mm. So that's one way you can interact. There's lots of ways you can interact. You can do emojis, such as smiley faces, thumbs up, hearts, even send me stars. So get those text messages to me. I mentioned Adult Protection Services or system. Adult Protection System is similar to the CPS system. Now, Bartley's further said, I got the paperwork to file on my public defender. I told her to do her job correctly, so I haven't filled out the form yet. However, I won't have to. She said we are going to be asking for my son to return to my care. Oh, what a day that'd be. Is this for real, Bartley? I'm checking about writing a book about my experience. Well, yeah, but let's get your son back. This is for real. She's going to work on it right now. I guess the threat of telling her that you're going to file a lawsuit or contact the state board and um, complain on their get their license removed. So October 7th, they're going to return your child. Good. Well, what about Kelly? How they getting around Kelly? I thought you said they CPS wants Kelly to be the adopted father. Okay, I will. I won't let you down, Bartley. A couple weeks ago, I thought about quitting, but I'm still hanging in there. I'm still hanging in there. I'm still hanging in there. So I know you guys need me. And as long as you guys need me, I'll stay here. I mean, I've been doing this now for 23. Next month will be 24, it'll be 2 years. Um, so all you listeners out there, this is a help room. I am going to help you. I'm not an attorney. I'm a loving father and a husband. I have 43 years of marriage experience. I have 61 years of work experience, and I got um, life experiences I could share with you. Lots of life experiences. But I've been through the ringers with CPS. I'm still fighting them today. My latest thing right now, after 15 years, is social security is being tricked by social service. Apparently, they're saying that the funds I got for my retirement um, are not being given are supposed to be given to my daughter, which they have been, but apparently they got the wrong dates. They're really confused. They got the wrong payee. It's a big gobbledygook mess. Someone has called and raised ruckus. This case has been over since 2017, but they're talking about something happened in 19 and 18. I just, it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, um, please let me hear from you, like what Bartley's doing. Bartley's from Montana. I already know her, so she doesn't have to do as much or anything on that. So now, besides, you know, sending me a message or text me a message or a comment, you can also be a guest on my live stream. To be a guest on my live stream, you just send it to my email. That's Bob P at VincentWDavis.com. Bob P at VincentWDavis.com with a date and time you want to be on one of my 14 shows. It's easy. There's 7 days in a week. It's morning or evening. So just ask for one of those days. And wow, we got a phone call. That sounds good. Hello, Bartley. This is Bob, and you just called me in. I'm so glad you did. For all your listeners, this is Bartley from Montana. What do you have to say, Bartley?
Well, I'm just gonna give you an update. What's going on? Basically, since I got hurt, is I've been being ignored. He didn't offer nothing to help me, which was fine. I'm talking about the stepdad, Kelly.
Really?
Yeah. So but that's okay. So I've been pressing on. I'm not here to complain. I keep constantly have to keep focused on God. And my foot's really purple. I took a lot of pictures of it, but I'm gonna get through it. My shoulder's starting to hurt today, so I don't know if I pulled my shoulder when I fell too now.
Wow.
But it's gonna be okay. You know.
Okay, there's no broken bones or anything, or.
Well, they said I broke some of the ligaments and some of the bones. Yeah, but I gotta get there on Monday.
Okay.
The
Okay.
appointment. Yeah.
You don't want to miss that appointment.
I'm having trouble with Kelly because
Well, you told me that his fuel pump went out, and he's out. Go ahead.
I'm supposed to. Kelly's gonna be part of his life, right? But I feel like he's treating me like an enemy, and God says to love your enemies, and that's what I'm working on too right now. I'm just telling you what I'm doing and what I'm working on in my life, because I'm never gonna leave God either.
What?
Because with God, I believe all things are possible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree.
Because I feel like giving up, and then to know that you thought that too yourself. Because it's got to be hard. I do pray for you though.
Yeah.
Because I think it's wonderful what you do, and and it's terrible that this happens to so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm very excited to know that is going to be said. And when she worded the email back, it was worded family reunification. So that made me feel better about it.
Oh, okay.
Because I had told her I was going to report her to the Montana State Bar, and she said, "Go ahead." And I didn't say nothing, but I called and got the paperwork. But the human in me said, "Don't tempt me, little girl," is what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Because she's younger than me, and it's just like they don't care. But I don't want to do that. That's why I haven't filled out the paperwork. I'm just praying to God to work on her as well.
Okay. Okay.
Because he's all I have, and I'm realizing that. And even when my son comes home, it's going to be better because he always do Jesus things. I'm serious, Bob. I never walked like I am now with him. I'm not trying to keep talking about him, but I'm very, I guess I'm just saying it because I feel the need to say it for others as well. To know that Jesus is there and he loves us all. Okay, I better hang that thought because I'm getting emotional.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting emotional. There really isn't. I'm so sorry.
Okay. It's nice to have you to talk to. That's why I don't want you to give up either.
No, I won't. I won't give up because I think people like you. Well, no, you're not. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
So I want you to know that.
Okay. Okay.
I know I couldn't do it. It's your job. I know I couldn't do it.
Well, it's hard to relive it.
It takes a very strong person.
it's
Yeah.
hard to relive it. And then I see all the mistakes that have been made by people and how I've been taken had, and I'm still fighting issues right now. I have the latest issue with a battle with Social Security right now because they think there's something hanky panky. There's nothing hanky panky.
Is that with your
But
daughters?
yeah, because my daughter, somebody has said something that's not true. Now I got to defend myself.
Oh,
Well, I would be surprised if they're listening here because I'm very open with my case. And they're just that's how the people were. It's all about family members. Mine was my in-laws and the family members connected all conspired against me and my wife. It was terrible.
wow. Yeah, your own family at that. That even makes it worse, you know?
Well, it's my in-laws.
But,
It's my wife's mother and father.
right. So for her, at least, yeah, still, so I'm just excited for him to come home. I keep going on in the house. You know, it's been declared. I got my bed in. I got my bed.
Yeah.
I haven't had it for 5 years, Bob. I mean, my
Really?
daughter tried
Wow.
all this stuff with CPS in 2020 when COVID hit. That's why, I mean, the last 5 years have really been like pure hell. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And like it feels like I'm coming out of it. But I'm out of it for a reason. And that's why I told the Lord, I will never leave your side ever. I've known
Okay.
him since I was out of the womb, but not like this. And I will never leave him because he's the best thing ever. I'm sorry. Here I go again. Sorry.
That's
I feel
okay.
pressed to tell the world in a way. It's so weird. And then you have the Holy Spirit upon me, you know, because I want everybody to know, and I don't know. He's working on me, and I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for you. I hope Dixie got called. Have we heard back from Dixie
No, Dixie's
in
still not called
Tennessee?
from Tennessee. No, she has not since this morning. It's weird. People
Yeah.
come in and it's a mixture of people. We have the people that are, how can you say, trolls that love to upset room host and make trouble. And they're very well
Yeah.
disguised. Some of them use religious passage. And when I started getting all these
Oh.
religious messages from the same person, like everybody else go one or two messages, so they have 10 messages about God and everything. I mean, I'm not here to talk about religion. I'm here to talk about child protection system and things related, also the adult protection system too. And so these trolls will come in the room and they'll start making all kinds of things. They'll start complaining about the room, and it's like it's very hostile. So if anybody doesn't have a true name, I'm not going to talk to them. I'll let them try as long as they can. But I have some weird names. I don't know why people just can't use a simple name like Mary or Tom or Bill or something there, and why they have to call them dancing elephants or jumping kangaroos or you know Mexican rabbits or I don't know. It's like all these weird names. It's just they just can't seem to come up with a simple name. And
Well, I'm
with
not here to preach. I know this show is about CPS. I know that.
well,
I'm
I'm
just sharing it because it's really what got me through it. It's really what's getting me through it, and what's going to keep me through it is Jesus Christ. And I just want to share that because we all have hope in
you
Him,
can you
and
can
everybody can have it too.
when
And
since we're talking a little bit about and child protection system, you do need a God. So I believe there is a real God.
right,
I believe there's a real God. In order to, we have actually two things that we're doing with our life. Our life is like a train. If you know anything about a train, it travels on rails and it goes to different destinations and different things happen. There's a movie called The Polar Express, and that's about children that go to the North Pole because they believe in Santa Claus. So I call my train for people that believe in God. And it rides on two rails, the left rail being the circle of life. Now, the circle of life can be a big circle or a small circle. It all depends on you. We all start out helpless. We all end up helpless at the end. And that is all there is about life. Life has through many trials and tribulations. So that's the left rail. The right rail is the stairway to heaven. You need to forgive your sins so you go to heaven. You need to do that. I also instilled something called good deeds. It's nothing to do with God, nothing to do with anything. I learned that from Boy Scouts. They say every day you should do a good deed. So I represent the timbers in my train tracks going from left rail to right rail to do a good deed, not because it's going to get me to heaven, but I think you need to do a good deed. So I try to every day, once a day, do a good deed. Try to do it once a day. And as long as I do that and stay healthy, I'll be fine. But that's my trail of life. That's my God. Jesus and God are the same. So a lot of people don't
That's
realize
right.
that, but they are. They're all the same, and He'll come again. He'll come again. And you got to have a faith in God, and you got to forgive your sins. So anyway, that's enough about religion. I'm here to talk about. Um,
Well, you could have another career, Bob. You could become a preacher now. I was
I
gonna
don't know.
invite
I
you.
don't know if you guys like that preaching or not, but yeah. In fact, yeah, yeah, there'll be actually a Bible studies later tonight that I'm going to attend too. So that's going to be quite interesting. That's going to be quite interesting. I got invited to go to Bible studies, so nothing wrong with
Uncle
that.
Tom's house. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. We better stop talking about it.
no, it is all right. It
Oh,
is all right. I
all right. Hey, you know what? Let me tell you something else about Kelly. What happened since I broke my foot is I saw him pull over off the road, so with his hood up on his truck. So I kindly pulled over. He got out of his truck and came to the window and said, I said, "Are you okay? What happened?" And he said his fuel pump went out, and he was all upset about the fuel pump because it's going to cost money. He's always talking about money. And he must not, if I told you, he doesn't know I know that he's getting that money, $532 a month plus my Social Security, and he's complaining. So I offered my vehicle. I said, hey, well, if we need it for Justin, we can use mine, no problem. But I guess he borrowed one from a friend. And when I called them to give Justin an update on my leg the other day, it was definitely sad because Justin was, obviously Kelly was still upset about the truck that day evening. And hours had gone by, and my son goes, and he talks on the phone and says, yeah, Mom, Dad's real upset because the truck's broken. But we got the BMW. We got the BMW from Mike, one of his friends, loaned him a car to use. But it just made me feel like kids shouldn't have to hear that or think that stuff. He should, in my opinion, he should be watching Looney Tunes, being, a little boy, happy, eating healthy food and reading to him. I want to rock them and, bubble bath again and all that fun stuff. I'm so in love with my son. And I think that sometimes it's like a permanent hates that about me.
yeah,
Because I really do love my son. I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't. But, because I know I'm going to get him back. I truly believe with all my heart, soul, and being. I'm going to continue to speak it to life. Because God gave him to me for a reason. I always wanted a son. I always wanted a son, Bob, since I was 14 years old. I always told God, when I grow up, I want a little boy. He's going to have long hair. And his little boy, he's got dark brown long hair. And he's so handsome. I'm always telling him how handsome he is. And can give him all the kisses. I miss him so much. And he'll say he misses me. And I love you too. And, like when I went over there the day I broke my leg on Sunday, right when I got there, I grabbed his hands and he said, let's pray before we see each other, and because we love each other and we miss each other. And he looked at me and I go, you want to start? And he had forgotten. And so I said, dear Heavenly Father, and then he took it off from there. He said, just please heal my mom's leg or something like that. Maybe that was the next day or something, but still we pray every time, and I love it. And I cannot say Kelly's jealous. And Kelly went to Bible college when he was 18 years old and 19. And I said, oh, and just how he's treating me actually really hurts my heart, When I told him the other day, too, I said, we need to work together, Kelly. I want to get these people, out of our lives. I had enough of it. And first words was, he said when I said that statement was, I don't want to be with you again. So I'm not even thinking relationships. I'm thinking to save Justin. I'm with my son. And, I don't know. I don't get that. And I just said I have a feeling mutual. And I told him I would never take my son from you. Because I go, I wanted you to be part of his life. I really do. Kelly's almost 70 years old. He's got a lot of good stories that Justin was growing up in this era that he's growing up in too, Which, I think that's neat. But I think, Kelly's going to have to learn, and then Thomas got, or asking God, that, he needs to learn how to treat me like a decent person, even though we're not in a relationship for our son, For him, let me know that's not right, and it just makes me sad,
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just talking about what's happening. I don't know if I'm
Well,
doing it right or wrong.
what has Kelly said since you fell out the stairs of his?
Right now, Bob, I don't know.
Right. What has Kelly done since?
I'm here by myself.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
And I just keep doing all
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
And what I can do now with my leg and my shoulder
Oh.
now hurting. I don't know.
Do you hear me okay? Do you hear me okay? Do you hear me okay?
Are you there?
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Oh,
Bartley, do you hear me?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Oh.
What do you mean? I can't believe you can't hear me. You hear me now? Oh, I fixed it. Sorry. Can you hear me? Oh dear, we lost her. Okay, we've lost Bartley. I'm trying to get her back here. Bartley, if you hear me, I lost your phone. You hung up. Hey, little Rocky, you're from New York, and your brother's from Virginia. Glad to see you. I'm here, Rocky. I'm on early tonight because I have a family commitment. I have a family commitment at 7. Vincent, my attorney, has live stream from 5 to 8 tonight. So that's why I'm on early. And there's also another live stream after me at 5 o'clock. So that's why I came on at 4. And I have to end it right at 5 because there's another live stream that comes on. So I'm halfway through the show. Now, I'm going to put my phone number up so that all of you can call right now. There's my number, 626 698 0990. 626 0990. Okay. Hi, Dorothy. Good evening. I'm on early, Dorothy, because I have a family commitment. And has Carrie called in about her court case today? No, Carrie's not called in today. Hello, Cinnamon Toast. What is this live all about? It's about the child protection system and how I can help you. How I can help you. Um, Rocky, do you have anything else to say? Rocky is from New York. His brother's from Virginia. His brother had a horrible case in CPS. Cinnamon, where are you from? Where are you from, Cinnamon? Anyway, I'm here to help people that have CPS cases. And I've not heard from Carrie. Bartley has called me. Bartley has called me, and she was one of the first people. Hello, Sammy. Yes, I am on early tonight, Sammy. Sammy's from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and um, um, he's one of my regulars in there. Thank you, Bob, for just being a listening ear to myself and so many times. Well, Rocky, I am here. I saw you earlier and I said hello, but I guess maybe you didn't hear me or maybe it isn't coming through here. But yes, Rocky, I know your brother was wrongfully convicted in Virginia. They do lie. CPS does lie him. And I feel so bad because he loves his son and he would not abuse his son. So I'm so sorry to hear about that, Rocky. Well, so far, I have my time right now at 7:48, and at 5 o'clock I do have to leave because there's another show on at 5 o'clock, and then Vincent's got another show from 5 to 11. So there's several live streams. So I did my live stream early. So I'm looking for Carrie Simpson to see her latest on her court. I like to hear from David Helago on his court date yesterday or Tuesday. I haven't heard from him either. And so We're getting close to the end here, you guys. We have about 15 minutes left. A little less than that. But we have Dorothy Cook from North Carolina. We have Rocky from New York. We have Bartley from Montana. And then we got Sammy from Pennsylvania. We have Sandy from Scranton, Pennsylvania. And we had someone ask me what this room was about. Well, this room, it says, hopefully you guys see it says fight CPS and stop taking our children. That's what it's all about. We had a person tonight named Cinnamon Toast. I have no idea where you're from, Cinnamon, but I'm glad to meet you. I'm glad to meet you. So does anybody have anything they want to say or discuss? Or I have my rules. I have 5 rules. They're the 1, to get an attorney, get a real attorney, not a court-appointed attorney. 2, to document everything. 3, to say no to social workers and the police. Don't let them in your home. Don't give up your children. And watch out the medical trafficking because they will take your children. Don't talk to them at emergency care or urgent care. Or when you're having a baby, you don't want to talk to them. They're going to try to take your child away, which is wrong. Rule 4 is to research the internet and use Google browser is a good one. And also Chat GPT is another one that's an AI one that's really good about finding answers to things. And then there's the documents. You got to make copies of all your documents so that you have them with you and you don't lose the originals. Put the originals in a safe spot, but use the copies. Use the copies. Now, Rocky says CPS reports have been screened out. Okay. That's sad. They should not be screened out, but I guess so. Blog Talk Radio for live in call. Blog Talk Radio, Vincent used to do that for a while, but he doesn't do that anymore. People can call in here just as easy. My number's up there, 626 698 0990. And they can talk here on my live stream. I'll just turn the speaker on and you can hear them. But thank you for the advice there, Rocky. Thank you very, very much. So we're getting close to bewitching hour. Does anybody have any CPS or APS, Adult Prevention System, or Children Protection System? Hello, Christina. Welcome to the live stream. Um, Christina says, my friend's stepson is having behavioral issues at school, third or fourth grade. I don't remember, but each time the school is bringing in a police officer to ask him questions. Now the school has involved a CWS worker to come out to the house with a police officer. Any advice for her? Well, she should get an attorney. Those are grounds that CPS is investigating. Um, Usually they don't get a hold of the police officer. That usually comes with the worker who wants to visit the house. So she should get an attorney right away. Come to this show. Have her come on to my show tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I'll help her out. Okay, Christina? Christina, by the way, where are you from and where's your friend from and her name too, so I can remember it. Anyway, it's welcome here. I do have to end my show because it's now 5 o'clock. There's another one starting. I'm going to replace my number with Doge number, Department of Government Efficiency. That's where you would complain about CPS at the federal level. First start out the local, then your county, and then your state. And then after that, you go to the federal government. There's the website, the phone number, which is the White House, and there's the email address you can send your documentation to. So I want to thank all of you listening tonight or participating. I want to thank my newest people tonight, Christina. I have no idea where you're from, but you said you have a friend that needs help. I want to be there. Hi, Rocky from New York. So good to see you there. He has her brother has been wrongly damaged in CPS in Virginia. Then there's Cinnamon Toast, and I have no idea where she's from, but I hope she'll come back. And then I have Bartley from Montana who called in today and given up, which is good. And she has a court date coming up. Then there's Sammy from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Welcome, Sammy. Let me see, Bartley, got all that there. I think that's it. And I have one, Dorothy Cook. I can't forget Dorothy Cook from North Carolina. She came into my room too. Dorothy Cook did. There she is. Can't forget her. And we have one emojis, Dorothy Cook, with a thumbs up. Thank you, Dorothy. Well, it's a short video. After I sign off, please watch it. And don't forget, make sure you still keep fighting for your kids. Don't give up. Come back to me. I'll help you. I'll help you. All right. This is Bob Pace signing off till tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last